questions nice.
Hello. Hi, welcome to Ask Amita. We are trying out a new bit here where we will answer your questions live. And if you have any questions, we already have some questions that have been listed here. And today we are talking about fat loss or weight loss?
Weight loss.
Weight loss. All right. So while I wait for all of you guys to join in here on the live, I am going to ask Gauri to ask questions
Sure.
about weight loss that we've already been sent in on Instagram and also on YouTube here,
Yes.
right? Yes. Let's go.
So there's a lot of noise out there on this topic, but because you bring out a clarity and with science-backed evidence, so we thought to have a live on this topic because this is trending a lot,
Yeah.
especially on Instagram. People are mad about their weight loss or maybe fat loss.
It's not just Instagram, it's everywhere, right?
Yes.
Everyone's trying to lose weight, everyone's trying to get leaner. And we have some people who've joined us here as well. Yes, welcome. Yes.
Also, please let us know if you can hear us.
Yeah, is the audio okay? Please tell us that as well in the comments. And I'm getting some hearts. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. So let's go. Let's do a quick
Yes.
say question answer thing here.
So, because you asked me if it's weight loss or fat loss, so now I want to know if it's the same or there is any difference between weight loss and fat loss.
Great question. It's different. I think if you've been following me since some time, you would know that weight loss and fat loss are different. If I wanted to lose weight, I could just, I know, horrible example, but drop off my arm and drop, say maybe 5 kg or 6 kg straight away, and that could be weight loss. But essentially, we need to understand that when we are trying to lose weight, what we are trying to do is, or rather, why do most people try to lose weight? Because they want to become healthier. The problem with Indian population or even population worldwide that we are seeing right now is that most of us have too much body fat.
Correct.
So what we should be focusing on is fat loss and not weight loss, okay? Because if I say that I just want to lose weight, then anyone can, just make literally a fool out of me by saying, okay, Amita, you want to lose weight, I'll make you lose weight. I'll put you on a super restrictive diet. I'll get you to not eat anything. You will be drinking just different flavored waters and liquidy
Yes.
soups and
Skip
stuff.
carbs.
Skip carbs, skip meals, not eat, fast for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever
Yes.
number of days. And at the end of it, what will happen is I will lose weight, but at the cost of my muscle. Okay, because when you are trying to lose weight in total, we need to remember that our body is made of muscle, of water, and of bones and fat, right? We don't want to lose bones, we don't want to lose muscle, we definitely don't want to lose the water. So what we do want to reduce a little or bring under control is the fat. Okay. So we need to be focusing on fat loss and not weight loss. That's number one.
Okay.
And we also need to be focusing on sustainable methods and not going for any, say, gimmicks or any fad diets or crash diets or random fasting, skipping meals, none of that, because all of those methods are going to cause you to drop muscle mass, lose muscle mass. Okay. And I want to reiterate here as to why is it essential, super essential, for you to hold on to your muscle. Simply because when you are holding on to your muscle mass, you know that all of your vital organs are also made from muscle. Okay, so which is why you need to be super careful that you don't lose your muscle.
Okay. So then, if we try to lose weight in a sustainable way, why do people why it is difficult for some people to lose fat or lose weight?
See, first of all, if you are saying that you're trying to lose weight, like Priya Jadhav here is asking, कि weight loss कसा करायचं? That is how to lose weight, right?
Yes.
And then you're saying that you are trying to lose weight in a sustainable way. First, tell me, what do you mean by that?
By not skipping your meals, by having a balanced meal, and exercising.
Okay, great options. That is a great way of trying to lose weight. But for you to be able to reduce your weight or for you to be able to drop body fat, what you need to do is be in a calorie deficit. Okay. What is a calorie deficit? Simply put, मैं आज जितना calories मेरी burn कर रही हूँ for any activity, so the amount of calories that I'm using for through the day, even when I'm sleeping, I'm sitting, I'm talking, I'm burning some calories. So what I need to do is I need to be burning more calories than I eat.
Okay.
Or the other way, I need to eat lesser calories than I'm actually burning. So that
Okay.
way there will be a deficit.
Yes.
So which means that मुझे अगर कैलोरीज बर्न जो करनी है, इफ माय एंटायर डेज एक्सपेंडिचर इज से अराउंड 100 कैलोरीज और मैंने अगर अराउंड 80 कैलोरीज ही खाई तो 20 कैलोरीज का डेफिसिट हो गया. ओके, फॉर पीपल हु वांट टू हिअर मी स्पीक इन मराठी, आपल्याला दिवसभरात जेवढ्या कॅलरीज लागतात त्याच्याहून कमी जर आपण कॅलरीज खाल्ल्या आपल्या आहारातनं तर आपलं कॅलरी डेफिसिट होतं. याचा अर्थ काय की जर मला दिवसभरात 100 कॅलरीज लागत असतील आणि मला जर मी दिवसभरातनं कॅलरीज जर जे खातीये त्या 80 कॅलरीज खाल्ल्या तर 20 कॅलरीजचं डेफिसिट होतं. Unless and until you're doing a calorie deficit, you will not be able to lose either weight or even fat for that matter. Okay. And what you do need to remember is that when you are trying to limit your calories, you need to ensure that you are maintaining your muscle mass. And how do you do that? By eating adequate protein and then, of course, by combining it with exercise.
Okay. So, what exercise is advisable to lose fat?
The best exercise to lose fat or to in a sustainable long-term kind of a way is going to be walking. So a lot of people here might say that walking is not exercise.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, walking is movement. Walking is just ensuring that your non-exercise activity thermogenesis, essentially जो calories burn हो रही है दिन भर में उसको हम बढ़ा रहे हैं. So yes, walking rightfully may not be considered as a very good exercise, but it definitely is a great tool for you to be able to burn more calories, and which is how you can end up being in a calorie deficit. But द थिंग टू रिमेंबर, एक बात यहाँ बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है याद रखना और इस बात का ध्यान रखना कि अगर मैं ऐसा करने लग गई कि मैंने अभी एक केक खाया और मैं जाके 3 घंटे बस चलती रही, राइट? इफ आई एम ट्राइंग टू आउट बर्न say my diet,
I skip dinner,
or if I
because
skip
ate
dinner,
cake.
right? So that is never going to work. And why is that? Because your body will learn to compensate. It will learn to say, it will figure out that what you're trying to do is lose weight. And what is going to do is when you don't have enough calories coming in, then your body is going to adapt to it. आपकी body जो है वो बहुत तेज है. It's like very very smart and clever. So what it will do is it will adapt and it will lower down your metabolism. Hence what we say is you need to be doing it in a step down method. So don't expect to lose say 5 kgs in 1 week kind of a situation. And don't be doing things like, okay, I'm not going to eat for 5 days and my weight will drop, because in that scenario what will happen is, yes, you will lose probably 1 to 2 kg weight, but it will be mostly water weight. And as soon as you eat normal food, you will find that that weight came back.
That means it's not sustainable
At all. It's not sustainable at all.
Now we'll take some questions from here.
Yes, let's do that.
So Sri V is asking, is it okay for vegetarians to consume whey protein, paneer and tofu daily while following portion control?
Absolutely, they can. But you know what, Gauri? Let's stick to the questions about weight loss and fat loss, cause today's live is about weight loss and fat loss.
Are sweet potatoes and plantains better sources of carbs than rice or quinoa, aiding inch loss? Sorry.
So let me just look at the question again. Hemant Oja has asked that are sweet potatoes and plantains better sources of carbs than the rice or quinoa for aiding inch loss? There is no such thing. Every carb is pretty much the same in terms of the complex carbs. So we can't attribute any extra benefits to say eating rice versus quinoa, or even eating plantains or sweet potato versus rotis. No such thing. End of the day, when we are speaking of fat loss, all that matters is your total calories and a calorie deficit. I'll take the question here. 1 second. Do we have we have Priya Zadav's question we have already answered. She's asked weight loss kasa karaycha, so we've said sustainably. Sushil Daima has asked, ma'am, walking after dinner and lunch reduces weight? See, walking overall, Sushil, is going to reduce weight. Okay, so which is why I say it's a brilliant tool. आप अगर आपका portion control कर रहे हैं, if you are ensuring that you're not overeating, if you're ensuring that you're eating a whole lot more of what are the lower calorie foods, for example, vegetables. Okay, vegetables are my most favorite, because I'm like, okay, this is one food which is going to give me a lot of fiber, is going to give me a lot of antioxidants, loads of vitamins and minerals, plus it's so low in calories. So they are like my most favorite food to eat. it's also going to protect me against so many diseases. So that's a win. Okay, so ensuring that you're eating enough protein and eating a lot of vegetables, which is super low in calories, great. That is how you need to go about it. You want to also limit or restrict the amount of carbs and definitely the amount of fats that you're taking in. And along with that, if you walk through the whole day, so I would say you start with, say, around an 8,000 to 9,000 step count goal, and then gradually increase it week on week to 10,000, 12,000, 15,000. And if you want to maintain muscle mass, then along with this, you can also start some strength training.
Okay. Shweta Rathore has asked, hello, at dinner, should we skip carbs and have high protein meals for fat loss and weight loss?
Again, Shweta, it's not about you skipping meals or skipping carbs. It's about your total calories. So even if you are, say, not having any carbs for your dinner, but your total calories through the day is more, like calories that you're eating is more than what you are burning or spending,
Correct.
then you are still not going to be in a calorie deficit. And then it will mean that you will not be able to drop weight. So it's all a game of calories in versus calories out.
Okay, Aishwarya has asked, if I want to lose weight, should I avoid sleeping in the afternoon?
This is a very common
Yes,
question, and
yes.
a lot of people think that if I sleep in the afternoon, I'm going to gain weight. मेरा वजन बढ़
My
जाएगा.
mom used to not let me sleep in the afternoon because of the same reason.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry for you. Maybe now you can take a nap
Yeah.
because it doesn't really matter. In fact, what is essential to know is that a lot of times people, they keep watching Netflix or are going to be watching say videos and stuff on the phone at night, not sleep well at night, and then they end up being sleepy through the day, and hence they end up taking a nap in the afternoon.
Correct.
अगर आप रात को जग के फिर आप दोपहर में सो रहे हो और ये साइकिल बन गया है आपका, तो उससे क्या हो रहा है, आपकी रात की नींद जो है वो ठीक नहीं हो रही, उसके चलते आपका वेट लॉस का जो एफर्ट्स है उसमें बाधा आ रही है. सो if you are someone who is not sleeping well at night, then you need to fix that ASAP, and you need to ensure that you are sleeping well at night. If it means that, if sleeping in the afternoon means that you are not going to be able to sleep well at night, which is what happens,
Yeah.
right? Like if you're sleeping in the afternoon, oh, I want to take a 15-minute nap, which became 1 hour
1
15
hour.
minutes,
Yes.
and I didn't realize it, and then it means that I'm not going to be able to sleep at night, then that is something that you need to avoid. But otherwise, there is no direct correlation between afternoon naps and weight loss.
Now it makes sense.
Thank you, I'm glad.
So Palla is asking, hello, I have fat on tummy. How should I lose? Please suggest. I Yes.
Yes, Palla, you haven't come late at all. You've come well in time because we just took up your question, right? So, if you want to lose fat on your tummy, what you need to do is you need to burn more calories. How are you going to do that? First is you're going to control how many calories you're eating in a day, and you're going to walk a whole lot. Again, because people are very concerned about fat on their tummy,
Yes.
बाकी कोई फैट की हमें कुछ परवाह नहीं है, पर पेट वाला फैट जो है वो कम करना है, वेरी राइटली सो, क्योंकि जब हमारा वेस्ट सर्कमफेरेंस बढ़ता है तो हमें वी फाइंड दैट योर रिस्क फॉर लॉट ऑफ डिजीजेस इज गोइंग टू इंक्रीज, लाइफस्टाइल डिजीजेस especially. So yes, everyone should be controlling their waist circumference, but if someone tries to tell you that you do this और सिर्फ पेट का फैट जो है वो कम होगा, then they are lying to you. पूरा बहुत बढ़िया सा स्कैम रचा रखा है पूरी दुनिया में. We cannot do any spot reduction, or we can't specifically target any one, say, arm or leg or any body part. So when you're losing fat, you can't pick and choose where you're going to lose fat from. So your body is going to lose fat across.
Yeah.
So you can't really do one thing or eat one thing or not eat one thing to lose fat just from your tummy. But yes, you can walk. I always recommend walking a whole lot as a great way of dropping fat. So yes, start walking. If your step count is around 2,000 per day, then क्या कर रहे हो, start walking right away. All
I
right?
have a question here.
Yeah.
I have heard that men tend to lose fat more quicker than female. Why it's so?
Men tend to lose weight quicker than women, not
Okay.
necessarily fat, and that is
Okay.
because men already have higher lean body mass. Okay,
Okay.
उनमें muscle ही ज़्यादा है. Now, when we say कि calories burn हो रही है, right? Where is our body burning those calories? It's burning those calories in the muscle.
Yes.
Simply because they have more lean body mass means that they have more sites to be burning calories.
Oh.
Okay, which is why when you start a weight loss diet and you do exact अगर comparison किया हमने, same size, same weight, male versus female, you will find that men are going to burn calories more,
Yeah.
और उनका weight loss का rate जो है वो faster होता है. But you will also find that, I mean, they also plateau the same way like women. So that's the reason though.
Okay.
हायर लीन बॉडी मास अनफेयर है, बहुत बुरी है दुनिया. औरतों को ज्यादा फैट दिया है, क्यों दिया है ज्यादा फैट? मे बी वी कैन डू अनदर लाइव ऑन दिस.
Sure.
वेयर व्हाई डू women have more fat than men? We should do that.
Yes.
Yeah, team, make a note.
सायली गायकवाड इज आस्किंग लास्ट मील किती वाजता घेतलं पाहिजे?
ओके, झोपायच्या 2 तास आधी लास्ट मील कब लेना है इज द क्वेश्चन. So the best time to take your last meal is going to be 2 hours before you use your sleep time. Now, there are a lot of people who will tell you that you need to be having your meals before sunset only and stuff. अभी if you ask me, आज के ज़माने में तो वो impossible है भैया. हम तो ऑफिस में ही 7 बजे तक होते हैं, तो कहाँ 7 बजे खाना खाएंगे, right? So ये हमारे साथ भी होता है. So it's not about that, but it's about, say, if you're eating early, then you also have time to be sleeping on time. So anyway, 2.5 hours before your bedtime is a good time to be eating your last meal. Okay. And don't be snacking in the middle of the night. Netflix चला दिया और खाते रहे, ऐसा मत कीजिए. वो 8 बजे दुकान बंद कर दीजिए मुंह की.
Ashwini Suryavanshi is asking, can you please tell if Zumba or swimming helps to lose weight?
Absolutely, it does help to lose weight. Any exercise is welcome. Zumba and swimming, although it's like a mix of anaerobic and aerobic, while Zumba is an aerobic form of exercise. So any exercise is definitely going to help you in losing weight. But if you're someone who is doing a 30-minute or a 45-minute Zumba class and then बाकी पूरा दिन बस बैठे हैं हम पहले स्क्रीन के, कंप्यूटर स्क्रीन के सामने और फिर टीवी स्क्रीन के सामने, बिल्कुल भी like you become a sloth and is not moving. Why? Because हाय मैं तो थक गई, मैंने Zumba कर लिया, तो आपका वजन कम नहीं होने वाला है. And दूसरी चीज क्या हो जाती है, the reason why I don't recommend a lot of high intensity exercises is because it also tends to make you start feeling very pitiful, about it, that you start feeling that, मैंने इतना ज़्यादा workout कर लिया है, तो then I deserve something nice, and then you end up eating a whole lot more. So be careful of that. So if you're someone who is doing a Zumba and then you are, eating a whole lot, just watch those calories.
Yes. Okay. I have a question here. Is exercise really necessary to lose weight, or you just can lose weight with dieting or intermittent fasting or whatever?
So you can lose weight by just restricting your calories, but it's not going to last too long, and it's also going to stop after a while. Okay. So I'll give you an example. Today, if you decided that you're going to eat just one meal a day, OMAD is very popular, right? So one meal a day, if you start doing, so you're essentially just reducing your calories significantly than what you were eating before, right?
Definitely.
So you are going to suddenly drop your calories by at least 50% when you're doing that. Now, you will find that you will start losing weight for the first 2 weeks. After that, your body is just going to adapt. It's going to say, Gauri is trying to lose weight, I'm not going to let it. Metabolism मैंने change कर दिया. Your body will become more efficient. It will start using whatever say calories you're getting, and it will also start reducing the amount of calories that you're burning in every activity. So you technically on paper, if I'm doing any such methods, I will lose weight for some time, but after that I will plateau. And that is when the exercise comes into picture, because you want to do two things. You want to continue to lose weight, and you also want to continue to preserve your muscle.
Yes,
Because ये तो
definitely.
you don't want के जैसे muscle mass कम हो गया, that I lost weight on the weighing scale but I still have a big belly.
Correct.
Happens very commonly to a lot of people who are trying to be on a weight loss or do like extreme regimens, where you are, you dropped 5 kg 6 kg weight, but then you also found that your belly or your tummy that you wanted to lose remained intact, और फिर हाथ पैर दुबले हो जाते हैं और वो पेट और बाहर दिखने लगता है. किसी के साथ हुआ है क्या? Has this happened to anyone? So this is extremely common, and that is something. That is why I always say that you need to be focusing on fat loss and not weight loss, because when you are like say dropping your fat, you're also going to end up reducing your waist circumference.
Okay. So what are some common mistakes that people do while they are on their fat loss journey?
Oh, the number one mistake is trying to lose too much weight too soon. Okay, because that is never going to be
Also
sustainable.
expecting to lose too
Absolutely,
much
and
weight.
getting
Yeah.
on these yo-yo cycles, right?
Yeah.
अभी हर साल मेरे कोई एक नए दोस्त की शादी हो रही है, so then I'm going to try and drop 5 kg weight before the wedding. So and then I continue to do this cycle for 5 years. A lot of people do this, and it's extremely damaging because when you're trying to lose, say, weight fast, you are compromising your muscle mass, and every cycle you will find that you don't lose as much weight. So first time you will lose 5 to 6 kg, second time you will find that now you are struggling even more to lose even 3 kg. Then you will find that the weight becomes even more stubborn. So that is the number one mistake. Trying to lose too much too soon, unrealistically. Number two is focusing on weight loss instead of fat loss. So, in my opinion, in my professional opinion, it is you need to be focusing on your waist circumference. Look at that instead of looking at what is the number on the weighing scale. So, checking that your inch loss is happening is super important. And thirdly, thinking whether this is sustainable or not. Okay, because people forget that the weight that I have increased, like जैसे अगर मेरा 10 किलो वजन बढ़ा है, वो एक रात में तो हुआ नहीं है. That has happened over time. That has happened over a number of years. So expecting to lose that weight in like say 1 or 2 months is unrealistic. So you need to give it time, and whatever you pick in terms of your method for weight loss or fat loss, you need to ensure that it is something that you can see yourself doing. Okay, क्या मैं ये ऐसे इसी तरह का खाना, will I be able to eat like this for the next say 6 months or 1 year,
or for lifetime?
Ideally for a lifetime, yes, because even when you don't want to be losing weight for a lifetime, that will actually make you chronically ill, but you do want to maintain your weight, right? So when that is happening, you also need to be thinking of whether you will be able to do this for say a really long period of time or not, in terms of, and one more thing is you also need to be thinking of your budget.
Yes,
whether it is something that you will be able to sustain or not, क्योंकि बहुत सारे महंगे महंगे diets है आजकल where which require you to buy some very very fancy and very expensive foods, and dude, I can't think of buying avocados every day. मेरे पास तो नहीं है इतने पैसे.
Okay, so Saili Gaikwad is saying, ma'am, your book also helped me a lot to know things well.
Yay, thank you so much, thank you.
Bhagyashri is asking how to maintain the weight and the after weight loss.
Right, like ensure that you're eating, your portion control is happening, ensure that you are working out well, ensure that your step count and everything is good. Okay, and that is how you can ensure that you are maintaining the weight that you have dropped.
Okay, so one last question. Many people compromise on rice, roti, and they switch to millets to lose weight.
Yeah.
Is it really necessary to skip rice, roti?
Of course not. You know what? There was this one very popular diet called the Atkins diet. You know what they fed patients for? And Atkins was very famous for losing weight very quickly. Okay, like 15 दिन में 5 किलो वजन कम हो गया. आपने नहीं करना है. I'm just giving this as an example. Okay, what was the Atkins diet? They fed patients rice and glucose water. Imagine people losing weight eating only rice and sugar water. Now when that was happening, okay, that means that you can essentially lose weight eating anything. Okay, all that you need to do is be in a calorie deficit. Speaking of millets, abhi, why did they start vilifying rice? Like, no, I have a big problem with people who vilify rice, but it's simply because I truly feel it is out of the laziness of trying to explain to the client or to the patient that what is the difference between the two. Okay, so I'll take a simple example, quick example. If I tell you that you need to eat half a cup rice, you're going to measure it for one day, and after that you're going to forget. You're just going to take मन से चावल लेने वाले. ठीक है. Now when we start measuring by our mind और अपने मन से, दिल से, okay, then that's where the portion control goes for a toss.
Correct.
So me telling you to eat X amount of rice versus me telling you to eat say one small millet roti. A roti is easier to count. A rice is going to be difficult to count, right? So which is why a lot of people will say stop eating the rice because you're anyway likely to take more of it, but just stick to one roti. But from a carbs point of view, rice and millet roti or millets are exactly the same number of carbs. Yeah, same calories. So there is absolutely no difference in the two. So you can lose weight even while you're eating rice every single day. सुबह शाम चावल खा के भी वजन आप कम कर सकते हो. बिल्कुल.
That's good to know.
Yes. So I hope we answered all of your questions. And if you still have more questions, you can keep posting here. We will try and answer them as comments. And do share this with all of your friends as well. सबको बताइए हर Friday Amita will be live to answer your questions. And I don't know what topic we are going to be talking about next week, but stay tuned. We will announce it here on YouTube as well as on Instagram. And see you all soon. Thank you for giving us so much time. Take care. Bye from Gauri and I.
Bye.
See ya.